we're saying that there's a power they're going to raise b to get x, and then there's a power that we're going to raise b to get y. And we're saying that those powers are the same, right? I'm going to raise b to some power over here and get this thing, and I'm going to raise b to some power and get this thing, and those powers that I'm going to raise b to are the same thing, so the number that I get here must be the same. So let's use an example to think about this. Log base 2 of 4 equals log base. Now remember, never forget that this expression right here means what is the power. Find the power, find the exponent that I'm going to raise 2 to get 4, right? I need to find the exponent. Okay, so this means an exponent is the answer. So whatever the exponent is that I'm going to use to put to 2 to get 4, I'm going to do the same thing over here. It's equal. It's the same exponent, right? I'm going to use the same exponent for 2 to get this number. Well, if I'm going to use the same exponent as I use for 2 to get 4, then I must be using the same exponent over here, so I should get the same number, right? If I'm going to raise 2 to the second power would give me 4, then I need to get the exact same number here. Okay, like I said, that idea is a little harder to grasp in words, but it shouldn't take too much stretch of the imagination to see that this thing right here, since the bases are the same, this thing right here is the same as this thing right here, so 4 is the same as x. About log base 3 of 27 equals log base 3 of x plus 3, right? So if I'm going to raise 3 to some power to get 27, I'm also going to use that same exponent, equal, the same exponent for 3 to get x plus 3, right? If I use that same exponent, then x plus 3 must be exactly the same as 27. So x is 24. I blanked there for a second. If all that is a little confusing, just break it down to this. If the bases are the same, if you've got the log of something equals the log of something, just simple as that, right? Nothing else, but the log of something equals the log of something. That's all that's involved. And the bases are the same, then just take these things right here and set them equal to each other, and then solve for x. No big deal, all right? We're going to talk about these types of equations right here. When you see it starts out with logs, if you start with logs in your equation, you need to check your solution, okay? And we'll talk about that in the future. So those are really all I wanted to talk about. I did mention the third kind, but that really just is a little bit of practice. I wanted to talk about the concepts of why can I set these exponents equal to each other? Why can I set these things equal to each other, x and y, 4 and x, 27 and x plus 3? Why can I set them equal to each other? And hopefully give you a little bit more of a depth of understanding rather than a how-to kind of a video. So we'll do some practice problems in the next videos. Thanks.